good evening, good evening, everyone.
What's up? What's up? How was talk? Am I chopping up or am I good?
You good?
Oh, okay. You know, I'm in a new area, so I gotta make sure that the Metro PCS is on deck. Hey.
Definitely that.
Miss Powell moves out there in the motherland doing it big on everybody.
Hey, yes indeed, yes she is.
She back in the States now, but she was doing it big out there. What's this? I haven't posted in the last week. I know, but took some time off. Okay, I got you for the anniversary. I can understand. Take you a little break, but definitely get back on it. I'm not gonna lie. I took a little hiatus for about like a month from posting, but like I started posting within the last 2 weeks, and I haven't signed anybody, but I have had people reach out. So that's why I just, I'm not saying that you're lying. Please don't ever take me saying that, but I'm just a firm believer. If you post every day, you might not sign nobody, but you're definitely going to get somebody to call or text you or email you. So just definitely do that and start just adding value on your page. Just different stuff that we talked about, like how you helping your friend and stuff. You'll be surprised how people will start coming to your page like that, and you can sign somebody on. I'm telling you, it definitely works. But happy anniversary to you and the hubby for 8 years. That's a beautiful thing. I couldn't make it that long, but it's definitely a beautiful thing somebody did. Ebony, what's up, Miss Thing? How you doing today?
I am wonderful. I feel amazing, actually, bro.
That head still looking good. You
got
your done again since the last time, boy?
For Christmas.
It's been 2 weeks. Okay, it still look good for 2 weeks or whatnot. It still look good. Still look straight and whatnot. What
How you doing? Happy New Year. We're back on it.
I guess we go ahead and start it off. Another episode of Eavesdropping Knowledge, where we talk about trucking, dispatching, and other entrepreneur endeavors. This week we're just going to discuss the new year, how everybody's bringing it in. What are our goals? What are your goals? Things you should do, things you shouldn't do. Starting off the new year, and also going to discuss some lanes, some good and bad lanes, and what's going on in the trucking market and stuff like that. But just pretty much things, like I said, I mentioned before, you should and shouldn't do, and goals you have in entrepreneur, just not in trucking or dispatching, just an entrepreneur, period. I guess, Ebony, a good thing in trucking is the gas done kind of went down just a little bit. I mean, it haven't went down a whole lot, but it went down a little bit to about like 460, 470. But if you got you a gas card, which Ebony always talk about, fuel cards and stuff, you'll be spending like 350, 370 if you in the South. Maybe a little bit more up north, but if you're smart, you'll fill up in the South before you even go up north. But definitely gas has went down. Have you noticed that as well for your drivers?
Yes, I have. Of course, okay. Of course. Yeah.
You and your spot. But no, yeah, definitely. I think around last year, around this time, it was like 350. So that was crazy. That was a regular rate without pretty much a gas card. But this year, like the national average is like 450, 470, around that range. So that's giving truck drivers and dispatchers a little bit of breathing room to make some money. Load board. What I've been seeing, far as the places, I don't know if they playing games on us or not, but the last two weeks, the rates kind of been, I'm not saying they've been up, but they just been, I don't know, good certain places that I wasn't expecting. Like me coming out of Atlanta normally be like horrible. And
yeah,
I came out of Atlanta.
So
I came out of Atlanta going.
But you
go ahead.
But to give you an idea of probably why the rates have kind of been good as well, because you got a lot of people that shut down around the December to January. They shut their truck down for a couple of months. True. You know, because they know it don't really. It just depends on the market. You know, the market is you can't really predict it, but most of if it's normally it comes back up. You know, everybody closing out their year, right? Because I do mine as well. I go by a corporate because I'm running my business like a corporation, right? So I do quarters. So my first quarter starts in February. So a lot of people are closing out the end of their year, closing out the fourth quarter in January. So you got a lot of things. You know, a lot of people shut down their trucks for these couple of months. You know, they take a hiatus, especially if you manage your money correctly and, you know, to be able to do that. So you got a lot of people that, so they need trucks, you know, so they giving them money. But also when you know you have studied and you have learned and made your mistakes, and like me and you talk about all the time, you know where to send your drivers at, you know.
Definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Play on the chessboard. So
I'm gonna piggyback off that is what Ebony said, is knowing where to send your drivers. A cheat code for me, like I said, piggybacking off of what Ebony said, know where to send your drivers, but also when you sign your driver on, make sure they trust you so they know that where you're sending them is in their best interest. Because let's say I'm coming out of Atlanta. I got like 3 drivers that come out of Atlanta. Well, actually, I'm sorry, 2 drivers that come out of Atlanta. I send them to Memphis. Now, they may look at that Raycon and they might want to cuss me out because that Raycon might be $2 a mile. It might be $2.10. But they trust me because they know, okay, CJ done sent me to Memphis so many times, and when we come out, we getting a load that's $2.80 a mile, $2.70, you know, something that's gonna make up that $2. So when we combine both loads, it's gonna equal like $2.60, $2.50, $2.70, something like that. But it's gonna be above our break-even point. And that, I think that's a hack for me that I've learned. It's just and it makes it so stress-free when your drivers trust you. Because when your drivers don't trust you, it's gonna be so stressful. So like knowing where to send your drivers and them trusting you, definitely trusting you. Like pretty much what Ebony said.
Well, what I can say about trust, is it really about trust? Because just, you know, you still have so many people that still question you. You know, especially, you know, we see it a lot, CJ. We see it a lot where people still don't know their numbers. They don't want the real reality of what's really going on. You know, like I say all the time, every business you get into, it shifts. It has seasons. You're going to see the highs and lows. You know what I'm saying? It's just what you do with those lows and how you know, change your mindset, look at some things you might need to cut out. You know what I'm saying? To be able to either keep it going or you got to make a real decision to shut it down, right? You know, even with me sending you a little clip, everybody ain't built to do this. Everybody is not built to do this. And that's the hard conversation, you know. We say it all the time.
That's definitely a hard conversation, but like how I told you when I first met you, I think on our second call, and it's documented, you at least got in my ass, pause, god dang, hey, you got to have that tough conversation. And it took me to the point that it's easy to have, I don't want to say it's like 100% easy, but it's to the point now that it's easy to have these tough conversations and it makes our life easier. Are we still gonna have to have conversations? Yes, I had a conversation today with a driver. They trailer broke down. They got to have a loadout trailer. They had the deadhead 179 miles. When I sent to the Raycon, what you think they did? Had a hissy fit, called me. We got a deadhead. I'm like, bruh, you had 3 weeks while you was on Christmas leave, because they took off like almost 3 weeks, but like 2.5 weeks to get their trailer fixed. They didn't get it fixed. Not my fault you got a deadhead 179 miles now. Also, another reason they couldn't deadhead, they got a deadhead 179 miles because they don't have any inspections. So I kept getting turned down every time I called somebody to rent out a trailer. They was like, "No, you don't have any inspections." So once I told them that, the mouth was closed. But it's a lot of people, even myself last year, I would have been scared to tell somebody that. You know what I'm saying?
That goes back. I'm gonna piggyback back to you about trust. You see what I'm saying? They've been working with you, so you know it's obstacles that comes with people or companies that you sign on, right? Yeah, you know a lot of companies look like they shit don't stink, and you know they don't want to get out of their comfort zone when they really need to. This is an uncomfortable business.
Yeah.
It is very uncomfortable. You got to be able to change in just like that. Adjust. Adjustments are very important in business. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, just like if I go to Lowe's. Lowe's have seasons, right? So even with me being on a corporate side with them, I know our spring season pumps up. So I know flatbed season finna start rocking. We start getting freight in. We start moving freight in.
Yeah.
On the Gordon side, the end of January, beginning of February, to build their inventory up, right? So they can be ready for when the weather breaks. You understand? Selling mulch, grass, flowers. So you gotta know what type of business you're getting into.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people do though.
No, they don't.
They don't, and they don't stick around long enough to find out, like I have, or like you. Well,
I
you
tell people all the time, it's in me. It's not on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can drop back down, and trust me, I'm not chasing money because this is a passion of mine, right? So I don't chase the money. I don't do business with everybody. We can have 2 sentences said, and I know if I want to do business with you or not. Because I know if you're going to bring me a headache or you just going to be an issue, period, you know?
Tell people how to eliminate headaches for 2023 signing on drivers. Or carriers, should I say, or drivers, whoever you, because you know both sides of it. You interview drivers for your carriers, you interview carriers for your business. What are some ways that people can, you know, not go into, you know, having a headache 2 or 3 months later, or even weeks later after they sign somebody on?
So, I say this all the time. A lot of people go on business because they amazed by the internet and what the internet tells them, right? Mm-hmm. They really don't dig deep and do their research into anything, you know. So my thing is, when I sent you the clip, you get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what comes with dispatching, and they don't. And so when they get to start doing it, I say, oh my God, because it is a high stress job. It is 24/7.
Stressful.
You get what I'm saying? So we see a lot of people. For me, I know. As I've been telling you, God has been showing me so much stuff. But I always say this: I don't chase money, right? It's in me. The logistics. I do this. So
you got caught by the truck, the holy truck ghost, shipping the higher.
Yeah. I mean,
what's up, Jay?
It's You know, you gotta know what you're getting into. You gotta be prepared. Everybody want to get rich quick. This is not it.
This is not it.
This
But still,
is not it. This is a marathon. This is not a race. I don't want anything fast.
Yeah.
I
you know what?
Don't. And like I say all the time,
yeah.
I don't chase money. I've never
used to want it fast.
I never have.
I used to want it fast.
In corporate, if my body told me to shut down, I'm taking days off because I value my mental space. I value myself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell with if I got bills or whatever the case is. You just gotta have people make people respect you.
Okay.
And what you bring to the table.
So with the knowledge, getting some knowledge and knowing what comes with it, what are some other things like really that somebody can take away that they can not have any headaches? Like if you was a mentor, which you are a mentor, if you was talking to one of your mentees right now or to one of your drivers right now, hey, this is what we're not going to do for 2023 so we don't have no headaches. That's what I want to get from you right now.
Everybody has questions, I guess. So I'm not gonna say don't ask questions. But again, when you step into a business and you have a consultation with anybody, you know, they gotta know what they're getting into. You know, and again, like I said, a lot of people don't really know. They just know they want to make some money and they want to make sure this so-called whatever they're getting into, this adventure, this side hustle, whatever, is going to cover all their expenses. And sometimes it's not. Even when you know, as entrepreneurs, we know it's some days, weeks, we don't make any money. Christmas time, I ain't make no money. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I feel you. My bad, go ahead.
So, I really can't say right now. I'm to be honest with you, I just really can't say. I am right now somewhat wrapped out. I'm tired of pouring all my cup out. And I just got to be honest. That's why I haven't posted and I won't be posting for the whole month of January because I have to be obedient to, you know, clearing my mindset and get my mindset ready for the first quarter of the year.
Nah.
When I dispatch hot shots and flatbeds, so it's, you know, I know when my seasons are. You get what I'm saying? So I know that, you know, it slows down when it slows down and when it's gonna pick back up, and that's still not in. You know, that's not hard evidence because you still got to continue to watch the market and what it's doing. I mean, we got shit inflation crazy out here. So we still don't know.
Yo, this thing right, these paper towels cost so much. Inflation like a mug out here. But nah, definitely. That's a good segue, minus the paper towels that I just showed, of into mental health right now, as far as just right now, checking in people's mental, getting into 2023. I would say this, and I'll let you add on. It's some goals of mine that I've written down that going into 2023, how I'm gonna keep my mental like positive and not with the BS. And one of them is trying as hard as I can to stay off Instagram. I give an example. This literally happened yesterday. I was on Instagram and I was looking at somebody's, just, you know how you do it, just scrolling, looking at somebody's page, and they was a hot shot driver, man. And just the imperfect mind, my mind going into like, dang, they thinking about my situation and how far advanced they are. And I literally had to snap out of it that quick. And like, man, let me get off Instagram and stop looking at this, because you can really start to look at somebody else's life and start to their chapter number 48, and you comparing it to your chapter number 10. So my number one list on my for 2023 is, even though I use Instagram for business, but get the heck off Instagram a lot. You want to piggyback off that? What I'm saying?
Yeah, because I can go to when B Simone was on David Shan's him and Donnie's podcast. She said it. A lot of people living a falsified life. You can't compare your life to somebody that's trying to sell you something, right? Everybody's trying to sell something. You know what I'm saying? The reason I got some of my mentees is because they know I'm genuine. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not selling a goddamn thing. You either fuck with me or you don't. Excuse me, Lord. I'm working on it. But you either mess with me or you don't. You know, you get the energy. You feel the energy. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything for you. I'm never going to make it look like what it's not. You know, you going to have some scrapes and bruises throughout your journey. Trust me. And like we talk about, if you don't have your mental in check, like I have to take time for myself. It's very important to me. My brother asked me, "You not gonna post?" Oh no, I gotta be obedient. You know what I'm saying? God showed me, like I told you before, I never understood fasting. I never understood it. I do it with people, but I never, like, they saying they vision clear, they feel better, they giving you all these aspects, and some people not spiritual, but I'm going spiritual, right? So out of 42 years, when I fast, starting December the 18th or 17th, I think whichever that Sunday, I've been wild. So when I spoke to my brother, he was like, "You sure about that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Give me some of the a couple of the things that that you canceled out in your fasting that could probably help somebody.
I only drunk liquids. That's it. Liquids. And I did it in intermittent fasting. So from I only drunk like from 12 to 8. Okay. I did the 16-8, right? So before 12, I drink water, coffee, tea, whatever the case is. But from 12 to 8, I would drink broth, protein shakes, and that's it. Okay.
Well, I mean, other than pretty much far as your health, what about far as the mental fast did you do? Because I know you mentioned that you kind of like, I don't know if you want me to say it, but the number change and staying off social media and stuff like that. What are some other things that helped you kind of like get the mental right during the fasting and then still helping that you got in the bag?
When some people don't understand, now that I understand what's going on, God will keep showing you things and people, places, and things. He'll confirm that something that you already know or he already shown you, right? Yeah. Like, it's been plenty of times where I done spoke on something on our podcast or just spoke it in general, just, talking to somebody, and then somebody mention it again, and then it'll be right there in front of me. I got to trust myself. my intuition, because that's definitely, my intuition is definitely powerful. I can say that for me.
It's
So,
crazy.
so
My
mine
bad. Go ahead.
into me just meditating in the morning, getting a daily routine that I continue to strive to do. Consistency and discipline is work, is hard. We even like when you said you was outside running, you ain't got running the day before, but you knew,
Yep.
because you're gonna fall and it's okay. But long as you get back up and get back on track, that's the most important thing. Never give up on yourself. So
Nah, facts. It's crazy you said that. What I was listening to today, when I was running, Les Brown was saying, start trusting yourself. It's like literally start trusting yourself. Yeah, God put it there for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, especially when you get to our age, we right. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, because we done seen the banana in the tailpipe so many times. It's like, but the kindness in our heart want to pretty much give that chance or that person, something to prove itself wrong. But we need to really do start, listening to ourselves, because that thing is powerful. Something else on my list is a routine. Is having a routine to stick to. Waking up early, what I do. I'm telling you, waking up early ain't for everybody. Whatever your routine is, if your routine is something, do that. But for me, waking up early and before I get on this load board, I'm telling you, it's hell to get up. But once I get up and take that shower and I go make my coffee, I'm telling you, my whole body just feels refreshed. And just having a routine. Also, when to cut off. Something else I got from Ebony and Leash, having the time to cut off. Then working out, and then spending time with family. And then, my next routine is pretty much getting prepared for the next day. So I'm telling you, having a routine is definitely something, because what our parents always told us, idle mind is the devil workshop. And that it is so true. It's literally, if you don't have 30 minutes accounted for in that day, something can go wrong. I'm telling you, man. And if you're older, you pretty much know what we're talking about. If you don't have that hour, if you trying to pretty much start losing weight, if 1 hour of your day ain't accounted for, that might be the hour that you might start thinking about some snacks. If you trying to stop watching porn or something like that, 1 hour that's not accounted for, you might be on Instagram, you might see a chick and it might make you have a relapse. Whatever you trying to fight or fast, or whatever you trying to stop doing and keep it out of your life for your 2023 goals, you pretty much need to have a routine to have literally every hour accounted for, because that's how the millionaires do it. And that's pretty much our goal, if you're watching this podcast, is to get to the next level. Something else I'm doing for my mental is listening to something motivational. Even today, I noticed it today. I started to get bombarded today, and it was around 12 o'clock. I was getting calls, stuff started to, you know how it is, you dispatching, stuff started to pretty much like fall apart. I already had something on the TV, and I had it paused because I took a call, but I had to pretty much, as soon as I hung up that call, I had to pretty much just listen to something on demand that just be playing throughout the day, man. I'm telling you. That I don't know what works for you, but I'm telling you it works for me. Having something that can calm you down. If it's some song from Luther Vandross, if it's, I don't know what it is, soundness of blackness, something motivational in the background, Les Brown, Jim Rome, something motivational to calm you down, man. You definitely need to have that playing in the background, or just have it on standby so you can just pretty much get back to your make you calm down and get your mental right. Anything I'm saying you want to piggyback off of, Ebony?
Yes, I can definitely say that you was the second person to tell me to do that, to start listening to something that motivational, right? So
Yeah.
so now that I really tuned into that,
Because you've been sending me stuff here lately. Because
Yes,
before, you know what I'm
yes,
saying, I was sending you.
yes.
Let me stop you. My bad. Before you go on, actually, I don't want to. Ebony's been, because we got a group text between me and her and another partner. She sends us something literally every morning, a scriptural verse for us to read. And I'll be honest, some days I read it and it doesn't hit, but like 2 days later, she'll send it and it hit that day. But the fact that she consistently is sending it, you know what I'm saying, it helps out those days that it is hard. And she's also sending videos, because we send videos to each other. And it'd be crazy enough, I'm telling you, not to interrupt you, Ebony, but it's like you will be sitting there and something can be going on and somebody will send something, yo, and it'll be what you need to hear. It'll be a clip from Instagram, like a 5-minute clip from Instagram, like, dang, man, how the heck did she know I was going through that today? Or the scripture text or whatnot. So shout out to you, give you your flowers on that for being a friend and being a business partner for sending those. But go ahead for what you about to say. I'm sorry.
No, I gotta give a shout out to my mother's twin. So that's who sends me. She's basically just stepping in where my mother used to do. So she sends me that stuff every morning, and I send it out to the people that I feel like that's pointing to me. You know what I'm saying? What a lot of people don't want to be honest about is you can't pull everybody up with you, right? It's so draining. People can drain you, drain everything up out of you. And you just steady, like, you steady pouring your cup. It's empty, it's empty, it's empty, but nobody's giving to you, right? So everything that I'm doing in 2023 is intentional, whether it's business, personal, friendship, and I don't really do friends. You know, I do men friends. I'm talking about friend boys, like not trying to have a relationship, but I deal with men better than women.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me add on that. It is draining to it's just hard being a human being, especially if you're black. Nothing against any other race, but for a black woman, black man, it's just hard for that. And then if you're an entrepreneur, but if you got a lot of people that's pulling at you, that's definitely hard. So something else that I wrote down is ignoring some people's phone calls, yo.
I'm very good at that, and that's another thing. I had to be obedient, you know, like I told you, like, and what I sent you today, I had just talked to you about it, right?
Yeah.
So then that popped up on my notification, and so I clicked on it, and I said, oh, look it. And see, that's what I'm telling you. So God will show you some. He'll tell you right then. I said, I just talked to CJ about this. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's, so... this is a marathon for me. This business, you know what I'm saying? I'm not racing. I'm not worried about who making millions, who doing what, who doing this. I am doing my business the way I want to do my business. And whenever the university fit, because everybody that got money ain't happy. You see it day to day, people dying, people killing themselves, suicide, because they're not taking time to take care of themselves, right? They mental. We so afraid of therapy. We so afraid to you gotta dig deep in this trauma. You know what I'm saying? We all been through trauma, whether you want to admit it or not, and it's an ongoing thing. Healing is a journey, as I continue to say, you know. But when you see people say, I stayed 2 years, I healed myself, no you did, because soon somebody else show you something that you already seen, that trauma pop right back up in your face. I just seen it. So I'm not speaking from something I heard. I'm speaking from something I know. And my brother's like, oh, the last couple of weeks, you been sounding shit.
That's how it sounds. That's how it sounds, Shelby.
So when you said that, so you gotta understand when you ask me a question like you ain't finna be posting.
Yeah.
No.
But you know I'm asking that.
Because I'm pulling
but
myself back.
I'm on you just like you on me. That's the only reason I asked that question.
I know. Yeah. I'm just telling you, but I explained to you why. You get what I'm saying? I'm not, like I say, it's not on me, it's in me, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because the money gonna come regardless. Because I know who I am, what type of business person I am, what type of organization and corporation that I'm trying to run. I'm not looking small. I'm always thinking big. And everything that I set my mind to, I'm going to get it. Period.
Nah, big. Period.
Whether whoever don't support me. And the worst people is our color. They're the worst. They're the worst.
Oh,
you
man.
Gotta spend to get it. You gotta spend to make it. And when you learn, you know, in business, we talk about it all the time. It's so many people don't want to pay for services that they don't know how to do or don't want to do. That's why you put people in places. That's how you build a company. This is what millionaires teach you. Just like now, I know I'm changing my name. I got to rebrand all this. I need time to do that. I don't care what nobody else say about, oh, finish strong in the fourth quarter. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to go step by step. Take your time. Figure out what's really for you. Again, everybody, as a couple of people have said, David Shands, everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur.
No, you're right. As long as they realize that. A lot of them don't.
Because this shit hard. And you definitely got to have the right mindset to continue to push forward and trust yourself and believe in yourself. You got to speak positive things into you. You got to manifestation. You got to put it out in the universe that this is what's going to happen for you. You got to change how you say things. Let me try this. Now, I'm going to do that again. So it's all about timing and wording. So
that's what's up. What else I got on my list down here?
But don't share all your goals now. You know, you can't tell everybody how you about to move. You know, I continue to learn that too. You know,
this is just stuff that I got. Things just for different people. Not everything, but just things that people can do. I shared staying off Instagram. A key something I would mention that I do on Instagram is I block a lot of people, and it's not like I'm blocking you, because on Instagram you can like block posts and you can block people, and it doesn't mean that I'm blocking you because I dislike you. But when I get on Instagram, I don't need to see anything that's entertaining. So let's say if it's about follow Shannon Sharp, you know, Shannon Sharp, I feel he posts positive stuff sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Nothing he posts is negative in my eyes, but it's entertaining. And I would end up in a rabbit hole for like 30 minutes to an hour looking at his page. Then I might go to Desi Banks or whatever. So I will block him. I'll follow him if I ever have time. I'm like, oh, let me go see his page. But I block a lot of people. And anytime I get on Instagram, only certain stuff show up, like motivational stuff, or certain people pages that don't post a lot, or if they're only posting maybe about trucking. So that's something that I do that I don't know if somebody want to steal, is like I block a lot of things. Not because they're negative, I don't like them. Once again, it's just because I don't want to see anything entertaining when I get on my business page. I just want it to be strictly trucking. Just want to go down, trucking, and motivational. Nothing else, you know what I'm saying? So that's I don't know if somebody want to steal that they can use that is blocking. We also talked about waking up early, working out, listening to something motivational, ignoring bad things, fasting as Ebony mentioned, and taking your time. If you got to step back and refocus and rebrand, there's no problem in doing that, you know, because a bunch of millionaires. I don't know one millionaire that didn't have to do it. Walt Disney, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, all of the top dogs, pretty much anybody that's a millionaire, billionaire had to take a step back to pretty much, you know, go forward. So there's nothing wrong, like what Ebony's saying, do that, because they also, it's crazy that you said that too. Listening to Les Brown the other day, I think last week, pretty much, he was saying that a lot of people, a lot of get my words correct, a lot of millionaires and a lot of successful people have so many mental breakdowns on their journey to success. And literally, and I give you that one, Walt Disney, literally, and this is documented. I want to say he had like 7 nervous breakdowns. And look how big Disney is. They own everything, ESPN, everything. But he had like 7. I know he had more than 2 to 3, but just on his journey to success, and other people had those mental breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? So if you in this, you better buckle your shoes and definitely get ready, because it's definitely a long, hard journey. It ain't nothing easy. If you ain't ready for it, you might as well go ahead and ain't nothing wrong with it. Go and work at Target, however y'all say it. You know, work at wherever you work. But this thing right here, whoo, you're gonna feel like pulling your hair out someday, fussing at your kids and everything. Fussing at your homegirl, snapping at people for no reason. And then you gotta apologize later, like, man, my bad, bro. I ain't even mean to step at you.
I'm learning that too. I'm learning forgiveness. Yeah, this has truly been an eye opener for me. I just know for me.
Let me get these guys, just whoever's on here, far as, let me see if there's some truckers on here. If I can get some, also, and what's the name? Pretty much, if I give y'all some quick tips, if you in the market right now, places y'all want to come out of. Everybody already know my favorite, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee is going up. PA, Missouri. No lie, Ebony can attest to this. $3,000 load, 800 miles, 880 miles going to PA. It was heavy, but it was paying $340. Chicago, anything, Chicago anywhere going good. Philly is actually good, surprisingly. It's one thing, if you've been in this business for a while, you will know if you're in the state, all the places not popping. Like if I'm in Texas, Laredo, or Lubbock ain't popping. But if I'm in Dallas, if I'm in Houston, it's popping. So it's like same thing as like PA. Philly right now is good for dry vans. Harrisburg, PA for reefers is good. But you might go somewhere else in Philly and it might be bad. But normally, like
that's where that deadhead comes in there. But again, you know, not to cut you off, but can you really say they gotta trust you, because they always gonna have a fret about something. If you don't understand, you gotta get out your comfort zone. Everything ain't gonna be safe. Everything ain't gonna be to your liking. This is what happens in business.
Definitely.
You know, this is what happens. You know, just like if you was opening up a boutique, you know, your vendor you used to get these short sets from, they don't have them no more. So now you gotta regroup. You gotta try to find another damn vendor.
Yeah,
It's business.
definitely. You what Ebony says business, and you got to make sure that your drivers are want to switch up and follow your plan. Especially like my boy Oso that's on here right now. Definitely, but that's some lanes for y'all. If you coming out of PA to the south, really, it pay decent. When I say decent, like 240, 230. But normally what I do, I coming out of PA, I go to Ohio. But when you go to Ohio, you gotta watch out for 80. What is it? 80. It's three highways that cost money coming out of PA going to Ohio. So I try to pretty much, yeah. And depending on how long you stay on there, the tolls get high. You end up I think it's 81 or 70. I think it's 80 or 76. You'll be on that mug and spend $200 for that road. That's another thing that a lot of dispatchers don't know. You coming, I try to stay away from New Jersey. I had to learn that the hard way. Because you can spend $200 to $300 going up to New Jersey, especially if you ain't got no freaking Easy Pass. If you got you a new driver who don't have got no money, no offense, they don't have no money for an Easy Pass, you think you got your high paying load that's $1,500 or $2,000, but you deduct that $300. Same thing going to PA to Ohio. Depending on how long you got to ride 80, or depending on which way you're going, you're just sending them to you send them at the top of Ohio, like Cleveland or Akron up there with LeBron. Oh, they going on 80 and they got to pay that money. Normally, I try to send them in the middle of Ohio, like Columbus or something like that. But that's
also just know the route. Even if you do go through either one of those that you paying that money, you just got to know how to negotiate. And if you have a certain app that you use and you seeing how much toll you gonna spend. You get what I'm saying? It ain't necessary that it's a bad area. These
knuckleheads need to know though.
Yeah, they do. So it's okay because it's okay to when you make mistakes, then you learn from them, but then you know how to adjust as well. So then you have to use that in your negotiation skills. So if I go get this load for you, going to this part of Jersey, you already know you gotta give me some money on them tolls. You know what I'm saying? Now, they ain't go, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that in your mind. You get what I'm saying? Where your negotiation skills gonna come into play. Yep. So you just can't shut down. I don't want to go here. I already know because I didn't experience it and I didn't learn from that experience. So I know, okay, we already know we're not gonna get all the money towards our toes, but I'm finna get us some more money.
Definitely. Nah, it's crazy, man. You definitely got to know that because they taxing on these truck drivers out here, these tolls. Something else I learned is a whole bunch of mistakes. Indiana and Virginia, the taxes that you got to pay, I think every 3 months or something on gas and stuff. They might have good rates.
Yeah, every quarter, fuel tax. So you got to have the right tags on your trucks, all that, you know, and that's why, partnerships is very important. I always speak about this. You got to have somebody that's over on that service side that, where I can send somebody to, whether it's Laura, the trucker audit, or LaRonda, you know what I'm saying? So, you got a good tax lady?
You got a good tax lady?
Who, me?
Yeah, for truckers.
No, but I know I think her name, I follow her.
Truckers auditor?
Not Truckers auditor.
No. I think I know you're talking about, because I tried to offer her the chocolate chip female.
Yeah. Some architect or something like that.
Let me pull her up and see if Is it, what's her name? Um, I am looking for her name. I can't
Well,
find
guys,
her name.
while he's looking for her name, I just want to
The
touch a
truck,
little bit on mindset.
the truck accountant.
Yeah.
Truckers accountant. That's her?
Uh, was she on Truck and Hustle?
Girl, I don't know. Is that her? Hey.
Nah, that ain't her, but it's
I got a driver that needs a tax lady, a tax person, so that's why I'm asking. But no, go ahead and say what you about to say, so we can go ahead and wrap it up for 2023, the
yeah.
beginning
So
Jordan year.
just like we said, create a routine. Spend. I've learned this from a mentor of mine. You definitely want to spend that hour with yourself. Planning your day out, got your routine going. That's what's gonna set the tone for you, right, for the day. Because you have cleared your mind, like we talk about. CJ talk about, put something on positive after you, whether you working out or you just sitting, and you got to speak life into yourself. So it's all about the mindset. Is what I'm learning, as well. Sometimes when you hear it, you continue to hear it, and you still hadn't sat in on it. So now, and it takes a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's habit changing, right? We got to start to change habit. Just like now, if you trying to get healthy, we got to look at food differently, right? Because most of the time, how you lose weight is through your food. Is like 80% the way you eat, and like 20% of working out. You got a lot of people, well, like I said, we got to stay off this internet comparing ourselves. You got people out here going to get their body done, and then they got a workout gym, and they worked out. I got my body like this because I worked out. Yeah, and I ain't right. But no, it's so then you gotta, like I said, you gotta change the way you talk. You know what I'm saying, to yourself. Speak positive things like affirmations, manifestation. Things
Lisa
that you
got her
want to
body done.
see. Uh,
My bad.
what you
Lisa
say?
got her body done. She's smart. We know you got your body done, Lisa. Go ahead, Abby. My bad.
Be open to make adjustments. Never be afraid to take a step back, be able to adjust to what's going on, or whatever you feel like that needs to be changed, whether it's anything in your business, or you need to change something personal. You got to be okay with that, right? you know Practice patience with yourself. You got to be patient. I always say, this is not a race. This is a marathon. This is a journey. Life is a journey. Anything you do is a journey, whether it's healing, your mindset. Just like CJ just said about, he listened to a motivational millionaire say he broke down mentally 7 times. Regardless of the fact, if you don't process your thoughts, if you don't seek help, because nothing's wrong with help, right? Whether you have a life coach, a therapist, you want to be able to talk it through. You want to be able to get somebody else's opinion, and they hold you accountable for yourself and show you, okay, well, you need to look at it this way, or maybe you need to change the way you look at things or say things. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
and be brave enough to face your fears. Never be afraid of your fears. You know, God didn't create us out here to, every time things get hard, we just shut down. We go cry in a corner. You know what I'm saying? But I do know he give his strongest battles to the toughest people. I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you, he whooping my ass. He whooping me right now.
But it's like he wouldn't put nothing on you that you couldn't bear, so you could bear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be like,
But
dang, I
I'm
can't bear
grateful.
this.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every trial,
Yeah.
tribulation, storm. He can make it thunder over here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still
Yeah.
gonna be victorious. However that looks, I'm still grateful for whatever and everything that I have. I did not come this far. But they say everything I'm doing is intentional.
Yo, say that one more time. You didn't come what?
This far.
Yo.
Everything that I'm doing for me is intentional. I didn't do the 2023. I did a prayer board. You know, I did a prayer board, I did an affirmation board and manifestation board. I ain't put no, I want a G20 on there. You know what I'm saying? I want to live in prosperity. You know, I want I have a simple life and I want to keep it like that. I don't need all the roads to riches because I'm not flashy. I don't like social media. I tell you guys that all the time. I do it because I have a business and I keep it business. You know, you would never see Ebony on social media, maybe for my birthday, but you'll never see Ebony on social media just posting, I'm in the bathroom, you know, showing my body and all that. No, you'll never see that.
What is that? That's how you pose?
Yes.
I ain't never seen that
Just with
pose.
them lips and all that. You even got me doing it now. It's crazy. I'm telling you, social media world is so crazy, and that's why people break down mentally. They get caught up. No, see, that is real talk.
I know. I just got to make life.
You know
My
what I'm
bad.
saying? Just like when I was telling you, B. Simone was on David Shands' podcast. She said she don't have a car right now. And she got 6 figures in the bank, though. You know what I'm saying? She still don't have a car.
You're like, why I need to buy?
Yeah.
I just Uber everywhere. Yeah. That hit home right there because I was like, dang.
Yeah, come on now. Stop.
Most people,
and that's
most people
but again, that's why I told you since I fast and I really know what fasting is about now. You see how when she said that and stuff like that, I was like, oh my God, and just a conversation that I just had with you, like, I don't chase money. I don't. Every person I get on the phone with a consultation, I'm not finna, I'm going to sign him up with me because I need money. No. Because that can be a bad business decision. A disaster.
That can stress you out even more.
Yeah.
Nah, that's 110% what you just said, Evan. I feel it all the way there. All right, young lady. I can't follow that up. I think that's a mic drop on everything you just said. You covered everything and even put the cherry on top of it. So that will be another edition of Eavesdropping Knowledge. Tune in next week where we will have more. Hopefully we'll have a guest on here. If you haven't subscribe to our YouTube. Also, follow our page, Eavesdropping Knowledge. I'm gonna start posting everything on there. I haven't done it yet, but I mark my word. Everything will be posted on there by the next time you see us post this. Hop on live next week. I have a lot on there. So definitely follow that page, Eavesdropping Knowledge on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
we just rebranded on that one. So, you know,
Might need to
We working
rebrand
towards
again.
some. Yeah, we working towards some stuff. So it's and again, I want to close it out. Alex, good energy. He did make it a point. He did make the thing you shared in your story. That was very powerful. That was very powerful. And I talk about this all the time. We as a people, and I seen somebody else say this, and they was Mexican. They was like, black people are always competing with each other. When we come together, we come together. And you wonder why we driving this can work. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. But I'm going to invest because I know what's going to continue to create money for me or create wealth or. And like he
No.
said, if you got 5 friends, if I fall, if he fail, he know he can go to Neo. He ain't say names, but he got major players that he can go get 100,000 from. Them the type of people I want to be around. I'm tired of pouring, and I ain't getting back. And I don't talk to many people, but it's a whole bunch of people that did have my phone number ain't got it. And they ain't gonna get it. Real talk. I am not your therapist. I know I have a lot of wisdom that God put in me, but I can't do it. I can't do it. It's mentally draining. It messes me up mental.
Hey, gotta know them phone calls. That's my number 4 on my list.
Trust me, I know to do that, but you know the reason. Another reason. I just have to be obedient.
I'm just throwing that in.
OOX, nobody spinning the block. Ebony out of there. You never chose me. You never chose me. I'm not gonna keep playing with you. No. No. Ebony is celibate. Real talk. Only thing that's gonna get some is my toy.
You got that? This y'all be hearing. That's what y'all hear. Hey man, that's another episode.
Yeah.
That's another episode of Ease Dropping Dollars, man. We out.